Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. O'Connor and Company.
It's 8:07. It's O'Connor and Company, day before Election Day in Virginia, New Jersey, Manhattan, and a couple of other places around the country. But those are the high-profile races. It's Larry O'Connor with Julie Gunlock. And Julie, you know, at this time we need a salve, we need an ointment, we need a calming influence to heal the conservative movement. Don't you think? You know who I'm talking about.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
The guy who is everybody's friend. And he's the spokesperson for Yacht Rock writ large across this nation. He is, of course, the host of the Sean Spicer Show, seen daily at 6 p.m. on all platforms and downloadable on demand. He is the one and the only. He is my friend, Captain Sean Spicer. Captain?
That was so beautiful. I need to go into the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Center and have a moment. Please hand me the remote. Hand me the remote to the GarageDoorRemote.com center so I can have a moment.
Are you crying and emotional, or are you having a mental fit?
Or are you having a cocktail?
Oh, that's a little early, even for an Irish guy, just to be clear.
We have a lot to talk to Sean Spicer about, including a career development for him. But first, can you put your political analyst hat on? I said it before. I don't think there's anyone in this town who is as plugged in and as informed and experienced as you are, Sean Spicer, at least who will still talk to me. What is your day before Election Day analysis of things in Virginia? I'm starting to get the hunch that the GOP ticket peaked a little early. What do you think?
Yeah, first, big hat tip to Heather Hunter for reading the prompt exactly as I sent over. But look, I kind of wonder if you're right. The Jay Jones thing scandal, I called it the Terry McAuliffe moment of this cycle. I honestly would think that they didn't capitalize enough on it. I think Jason Miyares did, the candidate for Attorney General. I have a feeling he's going to be okay, probably by a couple points. And just remember, Larry, I mean, the end of the last time, they said that there would be a Democratic sweep. Terry McAuliffe would be returned to office. Yes. They would take the LG. And it was barely over the finish line. Terry McAuliffe lost that race. And the bottom line is, I thought we were going to be in a very similar situation. I think going from bottom to top, Miyares, I think, will be okay, probably by 2-3 points. John Reed, the lieutenant governor candidate, to me is sort of my generic ballot test. Neither side has spent a ton of money. Neither side has resources. So people are going out there pretty much voting straight. You know, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who his opponent is. And so right now, that's a dead even race. If John Reed wins, I think Winsome Sears, the Republican, could still pull it out barely. But the Republicans have to hope that they have a solid turnout operation in the next 24 hours. There's been what they call a 72-hour task force from the RNC where they put a lot of resources, knocking on doors, making sure that when they call a voter, okay, what's your plan? Are you voting early? Do you have a ride to the polls? Those are the kind of critical things. I always say that the GOTV, the get out the vote efforts, are worth a field goal. So if they can really get their act together in a lot of these places, Jay Jones might have been the anchor around them politically that will let Republicans slip over. But I think that from the bottom up, it gets bet. You know, it goes from, it's like the Three Little Bears. It went, you know, that one's good, the next one's okay, and then the hard part is going to be pulling it over the top.
Yeah.
Well, they're certainly desperate. You've got Obama rallying here in Virginia, and have to say I was surprised that Jay Jones was on stage. He was on stage.
Are you though? Are you?
I am, Sean, because they have. Wait. Jay Jones.
She took his name off the bus.
She took his name off the bus. I mean, he's been kind of in the background.
Right. But just to be clear, the NAACP endorsed the white woman over the black Republican because they care about race that much. I mean, what if you can't be? If there's something that didn't surprise you, it was the NAACP saying that we're going to endorse Abigail Spanberger over the first black woman to lead the state that was the head of the Confederacy. Are you kidding me?
Also, and this is Obama. Obama last year was admonishing black men for not voting for Kamala, and now he's totally reversed. You don't have to vote for the black woman. Oh, my God.
I wish, it's a shame this is radio because you can't see my shocked face. I mean, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, I mean, they get it. I think here's what I will just say is my last, to Virginia voters. Understand this. They currently have a one-seat majority in the House of Delegates. All 100 seats are up. The state Senate is not. And just keep in mind, there will be a radical transformation of the Commonwealth if you give Democrats complete and utter control of the state. And, by the way, one last thing that I got to say. New York City just started early voting a week ago. Virginia's been voting early for 45 days, which is insane. Most people voted, 355,000 people who voted before you even realized what a horrible person Jay Jones was.
Yeah.
It's an abomination. That needs to, but it won't change. In fact, they're going to go even crazier with the early voting and all that garbage, having full Democrat control should the governor win, Abigail Spanberger win the governor's seat tomorrow. Let's look up north. How's New Jersey looking for Republicans?
Depends on who you talk to. I think Jack Ciattarelli is back running. He lost by 3 points last time to the current incumbent governor, who's term limited, Phil Murphy. I think that he's got a really good shot here. Their turnout operation is great. He's done very well in northern New Jersey with key constituencies that should bode well for Democrats. There's a huge group of Orthodox Jews that have definitely been have had a history of voting for the Democrat that all endorsed Ciattarelli. I feel very good about his chances. Again, this is all going to come down to who gets out their vote in the last, 24 hours. So I think he's on the precipice of doing this, and I think it's a very unique state. And one thing though, if you want to continue to go north, the one thing that I will tell you about New York City
Manhattan.
That anyone who tells you knows who's going to win. Actually, Larry, there's 5 boroughs. It's Manhattan.
5
one
boroughs.
of them.
Yes.
It's all of all of New York City. So just please.
I know. I said Manhattan. Thank you for correcting me. That's good to know.
But the thing that's interesting is that all these polls are a waste of time because polls are based off voter data. So tell me the scenario in which you're basing the data that says, hey, you've got a progressive nutjob, communist, terrorist-loving socialist as the Democratic nominee and the former scandal-plagued New York governor as a Democrat running as an independent. There's no model in which you can do that. I think it's a lot of guessing right now. But at the end of the day, I think the turnout right now, you've got a really high number of young people turning out in key areas that bodes well for Mondami. I just think this is going to be a lot closer than people think it's going to be.
Interesting. But it's impossible to track because if you voted and you're a Democrat, they're all Democrats, right? And
correct. I mean, exactly. So when
even Republicans are choosing to vote for one of the Democrats.
I have more classmates of mine that have sent me screenshots saying, I did something I never thought I'd do. Not just vote for a Democrat, but vote for a Cuomo. And it's just that I think that they're like, hey, I can't help this is too much. And you saw President Trump on Air Force One saying, if the choice is between a communist and a scandal-plagued Democrat, I'll take the scandal-plagued Democrat.
Hey, Sean, do you have a couple more minutes for us? Because I want to ask you about.
Gosh. Yeah, why not? I got nothing else going on.
Well, I mean, you said it, not me. Dude hasn't had a real job since 2017 for crying out loud. It's 8:15 WMAL.
WMAL, making sense of the news. Live from the Home Paramount Pest Control Studios. Home Paramount, the leader in pest control since 1939.
Sean Spicer can be seen on YouTube. Sean M. Spicer is the name of the channel, but just search Sean Spicer and you'll see his show every night at 6 p.m. Also, he was very jealous of me running and completing the Marine Corps Marathon, so he had to take to social media and say, yeah, I ran it, 30 years ago, so, I can do it too. You haven't run it in a while, though, have you, Sean?
Hey, once you run it twice, back to back, just saying. Not check, God. O'Connor.
Yeah. I mentioned that he hasn't had a real job since 2017. That was August when he was replaced at the White House by who replaced you again? I'm just curious. I forgot.
No one replaced me, but Sarah went after me.
All right. Yeah. I believe it was Scaramucci, wasn't it? It reached the point where Scaramucci was brought in?
No, Scaramucci was comms director.
Oh, all right.
I was press secretary. It's okay. I know this is a show that's supposed to...
that we're splitting hairs now. That said, one of the things you did post your White House duties was Dancing with the Stars. And I think it's noteworthy to bring this up because tomorrow is a big anniversary for Dancing with the Stars. And is it true that you're going to be a part of this?
Well, actually, God, see, I know these little facts things. First, you didn't get the jobs right. No, it's next Tuesday, not this one, tomorrow.
Oh,
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so the following Tuesday.
next Tuesday, and what's happening? What do you do? Elaborate.
It's the 20. It's the 20. I'm working on some choreography, some new outfits. We'll see how this all goes. I mean, there's a whole Screen Actors Guild issues, and I'm working through a lot of the legalities.
They're actually going to let you dance again? I just figured you'd be in the audience and they'd show you with 8 other losers.
Well, okay, technically that's what's happening,
but just in case the audience demands to see Sean Spicer.
I'm just saying security's not that tight, if you know what I mean.
That's fair. All right, good. I'd love to get you to comment on last night's 60 Minutes interview with President Trump. I was actually shocked to see him go back to 60 Minutes after he literally sued them for $30 million over the Kamala Harris interview. And they went and they did the same thing. They edited his interview again.
Yeah, so first of all, I agree. I thought he won the lawsuit. And then you've got, it was an hour and 17 minutes, or an hour and 13 minutes, and they condensed it to 27. I think it was fine, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of rewarding bad behavior. Now, I do understand there's new leadership, and to some degree, it's a hat tip to the new leadership. But to me, some of these things, it's like these legacy media outlets, I feel like are smoldering embers, and it's like instead of trying to revive them and give them some renewed life, I wish we would just stomp on them and put them out of their misery, right? So, stop going on Meet the Press, stop going on, Face the Nation. I mean, these are legacy outlets with left-wing hosts that are playing gotcha politics. I wish that our side would just sort of snuff them out so that people wouldn't watch them. I like watching Scott Bassett or Marco Rubio or whomever on the Sunday shows because I like watching them do political jiu-jitsu. But at the end of the day, I'd rather we just stop doing it. Everybody takes the Sunday off, reflects on it as God asked us to do, and then basically let them die a slow, television death.
By the way, you should be congratulated. Your New England Patriots, with the softest schedule in the NFL, barely survived a scare yesterday against the 3-5 Falcons. So congratulations.
Yeah, I believe they're in first place. Yeah. Anyway,
again, the softest schedule in the NFL. It's embarrassing.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Yeah. How'd you guys do yesterday?
Well, both of my teams, the Lions and the Commanders, won their divisions last year, and so they've got very hard schedules, and they had some challenges. They had some challenges.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's fine.
Are you talking about the marathon again, or are you?
It's always good to talk with our friend Sean Spicer, and we're very excited to see you on Dancing with the Stars next Tuesday. And I'm sorry I got the date wrong, but
no, I know. My show notes over to Heather got at least partially done on the intros, which I'm grateful for. Yeah,
this is all on me. It's all on me, and it's my mistake because you told me about this when we were watching Yachtly Crew at the Birchmere, and I put it in my calendar based on what you told me, and it's my fault. I should have checked the facts.
Right, and also, you might not have. I mean, I'm just saying the thumbs might not have been exactly coordinating that night. But anywho. Another story. And if you're interested in New Jersey or Virginia elections tonight, I've got Jim McLaughlin, the president's pollster, on, and John Reed, the lieutenant governor candidate, at 6 o'clock. Nice. So you tune in, get the latest on what's happening. The president will hold a teletown rally tonight at 7 for Virginia voters and one at 7:30 for New Jersey voters.
Sean Spicer, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, sir. Always good to talk
with you.
You bet.
Always a pleasure. Good to see you guys.
Don't give me that. It's 8:22.